Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is called Tropical Buzz, and this is actually a second channel from a very well-known creator in the Superchat family. Nora the Stock Explorer has got a second channel here where they are taking us on their journey while they plant different types of things. And it's a great season for this channel, but Nora has built up an incredible reputation as a supporter, not just inside the Superchat family, but this is a creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. So they've got two different channels that are both set out to bring us for some entertainment, but educate us at the same time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Nora will come up with on this second channel. We were just messaging right before the stream came on today. They made me laugh. Just a half an hour ago, they sent me a message because they've switched a couple of jobs over the last couple of months, and they called themselves the Job Explorer as well. So I thought that was pretty amusing. But Nora always brings fun and a little bit of comedy everywhere that they go. I've had an incredible time getting to know this creator over the last year or so, and it's great to see them expanding out into this second channel. So this is kind of a casual thing for them, and they will, post videos as they are able to, but they do have a full-time gig, as most of us do. And then as well, their main channel, the Stock Explorer, is available, where you'll find that is on their front page here. And they're doing very well over there. Here they've got 66 subscribers so far. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even all the way up to the 70 that they're thinking about. So forgive me for not catching up with the chat. I'm always behind when we begin. For anybody that's brand new, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. We've got quite a few names on our wheel already to get us started for today. Chris and Larry Homestead, I see. I'm just going to add them right now. I'm curious to see their sub count today because they were over 9,000, I think, the last time we looked at it. They're racing so fast that I'm wrong every time I talk about it, so we'll see what happens today. Lori's Tech Time was early in the door. I Am Betty J Gathers is on the wheel. Crocheting with Leanne is one of our newest silver members, so we're going to see that channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Corinne's Life is in the house. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met. They happen to be a part of our moderator squad, and they are on the wheel as well. Emotion is here as a moderator and a gold member, so we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and moderator. Woman Outdoors is in the house, and I will catch up with the chat in another moment. I see that Chris and Larry Homestead, like I said, had just come in. I put them on the wheel. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as they get here. For anybody that's brand new to Superchat, you do not have to Superchat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. Those things just speed it up. We always put members on the wheel as soon as they get here. Superchatters get added to the screen in order as soon as I can get them up. So Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Jesse is known as the mod father across dozens, if not almost hundreds of channels by now, has just dropped a super chat. So we're going to look at that channel next. And as a matter of fact, look what I got in my hand. I'm so sorry. You know what? I mean to do fun things once in a while. And we've had a couple of creators who've come by, and, super chatting is a common thing and this and that. Absolutely unnecessary here. Very much appreciated, of course. But Lazy Days Ahead sent over a couple of super chats, and I meant to send them a picture on Instagram to show them, yes, I got a coffee with your generous super chat, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you for that. They know, as a Canadian, of course, I make almost a daily trip to Tim Hortons. Rambling with the Brums, another Canadian, is in the house as well. And I'm going to get them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. I will catch up for all that I'm behind. If you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. And I will keep my eyes open and try to catch it the next time around. The only other thing, I'm going to do the introductions right now. That usually takes a few minutes, and I miss everything that goes on in the chat for about 3 minutes from now. But Ace Flaw 1 is in the house. That's Andy. He's been with me for about 2.5 years and with Superchat from the beginning. Animus Black Games has a couple of channels. Good to see you here. AZ Highland Homestead is in the house. Devil Dog is back with Eerie Frog, Facing Reality, and Fanatic Guide, along with Gloria's Platter, are 3 creators who always engage conversation here, for which I'm grateful. Kelly and Tammy's Journey is in the house, as well as Machinist Evolution. We missed you the other day. Machinist Evolution was here. We did get a chance to look at their channel, but I think they were gone already. I know not everybody can stay for 2.5 hours every time we stream, so I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up or let the stream run or say hello. Randabelli, good to see you in the house. Rebecca's Touched by Yarn and More is back with us again. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, it's good to see you here. Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. I actually ran into in another stream the other day. I can't remember for the life of me which one it was, but I ran into them out supporting people, and I'm always happy to see that happen. You know, that when you're bouncing in between premieres and live streams, you'll often run into other creators that you know. And it's always a heartwarming thing to see friendships building and people supporting each other. Water Girl Family Adventures, it's good to see you here. The Jacobs Triangle Homestead is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Patty Southern Kitchen and More is here. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Key Changed It is actually a brand new member as well. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And we will be spinning soon enough. First up is going to be Lazy Days Ahead, like I had said, because they dropped a super chat on us moments ago. And as a matter of fact, you'll see that they've taken over our stream boss position as well. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see under my camera. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the current stream boss, and whoever knocks them out takes over, and they will get a little bit of extra exposure for that reason. So, again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see that Come Hither with Heather is in the house from Australia, and Dangerous Jobbers is joining us as well. But Tropical Buzz is the channel that we're looking at right now. And we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Ironically, the next channel that we're going to look at from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is actually a previously featured channel, and one of the channels that inspired me to start featuring channels again. We had laid off of that for a couple of months, but the reason that we do it is more than anything else because I want to introduce you to generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. Nobody can stream 24 hours a day. I can only be here 4 days a week, but I still want you to be able to meet more people, grow your channel, and expand your sub counts and things like that. So if you follow us on all the other social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit, you will find more creators that you can connect with that have been featured here, like TWT TV. They've actually had 2 channels featured on TuberChat, so it's good to see you here. And the chat is sure flying. So forgive me, I've missed everything in the chat that's happened up until now. So if you've mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. I will keep my eyes open now and make sure that I catch it the next time around. I will try to. Strong Minds Jewelry Lovers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Eerie Frog always has the nicest things to say in the chat. I really do appreciate that. And I do feel like I've missed somebody, so forgive me for that. But as long, like I keep saying, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is an interesting channel. Now, first of all, I can see I'm behind with you, so I'm going to take your mail call video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up playlist, and that's just so that I can catch up with you afterwards, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. But Lazy Days Ahead has built up an incredible reputation as known very much as the mod father. That's Jesse. Now, Jesse and Lisa get together, and I actually was lucky enough to catch them on their very first live stream just a couple of weeks ago when they were celebrating their 500 subscribers. They were doing giveaways and things like that. So it's wonderful to see that kind of extra generosity from these creators. But they've built up an incredible reputation, both supporting others in especially the homesteading community. I run into a lot of creators, and we've got an influx of channels now coming in from the homesteading, gardening, fishing, outdoor categories. And it's wonderful to see that they support not only within their own genres, but outside, as we would expect. That's what we're here for, to support each other over the long term, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually maybe even years ahead. So we see that Lazy Days Ahead is bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams, so all 3 types of content, and you can see that these are extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So thank you one more time for that super chat. We put their channel up right away for that reason. Actually, Aubrey is in the house, and they happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. It's time for us to spin, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me just hold my horses there for a second before I do that. Arsenic Element, good to see you here. Great Farmer Freelance, another fellow Canadian. Shane is in the house. It's good to see you. Talk with Tori is back. I've actually caught them on a couple of live streams this week. And Dangerous Jobbers, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. And actually, for that reason, we're going to put that channel up right before I start spinning the wheel. Dangerous Jobbers has been with us many times before. Now, I'm still getting to know the channel, but we want to see what they've got going on for us today. We're going to look at that in a quick second. Something's up with my internet. I don't think we're going to lose it or anything, but you know, I reset everything or started everything up before we started today, and it just seems to be a little bit choppy. Serenity Studio Art, good to see you here. That was Artfully Blind with Diana. It's good to see you here. Let me get your channel onto our wheel. She has been a long time generous supporter and an official member, as a matter of fact. And hopefully I'm not too far behind in the chat. But again, if you've mentioned something that I missed, just please mention it again. Dangerous Jobbers has 252 subscribers. Like I said, I'm still getting to know this particular channel, but they've been with us several times. So what I'm going to do is take another video. I love the title on this, Funko Illuminati Challenge. There's a friend of ours here in the Tuber Chat family, 2 boys and their pops, and they talk about the Funko Pop figures all the time. I have one that I know of. I have the Napoleon Dynamite, and I've got a couple of Loot Crate boxes from a couple of years ago that I still haven't opened, and I'm sure that one of those 3 is going to have another pop figure in it, but it's interesting to see the title on that video. So I've added that video into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with the channel, but at the same time get to know your content better. And the idea, of course, is the more often you're here, I put your channel up, and eventually I get to watch videos and streams and things like that, get to know the content, hopefully the creators behind the channel, and then I'll promote you better every time you're here. So we put Dangerous Jobbers up right away because they dropped a super chat on us. So thank you one more time for that extra generosity. Rambling with the Brums is coming in and doing the same thing. So I'm going to put Scott's channel up right now. And then I see we've got some more action in the chat. So thank you, everybody, for this overwhelming generosity. It's going to take me a second to catch up, but if you bear with me, I will be able to get it done. Rambling with the Brums is somebody who's actually only 6 hours away from me, close to our nation's capital. I happen to be in Ontario, Canada. I'm close to Niagara Falls, and Scott, about 6 hours away, is close to Ottawa, where I spent some time a few months ago. Crafty Leo, thank you for another super chat. And then Pam's Journey, it's good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Crafty Leo, thank you for another super chat. And Woman Outdoors, I will definitely grab another coffee. I'll wait until tomorrow because it's almost 9 p.m. for me here today. But I will definitely do that. And yes, actually, Aubrey, the chat is flying. So pardon me for anything that I'm missing, but I do appreciate everybody's patience, of course. We've got a few new channels here in the chat. There have been a couple of channels that have subscribed and joined us, even as official members over the last week without having come into a stream yet. So we're happy to see that. Timmy Ray the King is in the house. It's good to see you here. And when we look at Rambling with the Brums, we see a creator who's built up another reputation, both as a supporter and as a moderator. As a matter of fact, Scott is absolutely an advocate for helping creators grow their channels, hit different milestones. Now, he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and I've been lucky enough to hang out with him several times on live streams. He does a few series. Procrastination Thursday is something that's built up a reputation. He often does Fellowship Saturdays, which will be tomorrow, obviously, as an idea. And then a lot of videos and shorts in between. But I've even hung out with this creator while they've been in the Sugar Shack, for those of you who know what that is, in the midst of making maple syrup, which is interesting as well. So Scott's got a lot going on, both offline and here on YouTube, because they're unbelievably supportive to other creators, and I'm really happy to see a lot of the creators coming through here that have become friends of each other, but are showing such leadership in building groups that are helping each other. And that's really what we're here for, is a lot of generosity. It's what inspired Superchat to become a stream in the first place. So I'm just going to take your Qashqai video and add this into my catch-up list so I can catch up with a bit of content, and then hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow for Fellowship Saturdays as well. And I see that I have missed some action in the chat, so if you don't mind being patient with me, I'll catch up. I see Talk with Tori dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. I know it's a super sticker, but I always call them super chats. But thank you for that, Talk with Tori. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I caught them a couple times this week on live streams. So Crafty Leo is coming up next, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. Like I keep saying, you do not have to be a member. You do not have to super chat to get onto the wheel or the screen. It's open to everybody. At some point, we will get around to adding names from our chat list onto the wheel. But in the case of super chatters, we put them on the screen right away. And in the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away. And that just speeds things up. So, hopefully, again, I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Did Hendrickson Family Farm come in? Yeah, if I didn't say hello yet, thank you for coming in. and they're just chilling, letting the stream run, listening in the background. Thank you for that. I do the same thing. You know, a lot of us, everybody's got a life. Everybody's got different things that they have to do. And I appreciate every moment everybody's here. I know a lot of creators do, even when you're running around trying to support as many people as possible. It's great when you can hang out, you know, even if you can't participate, but you're just letting a stream run for a creator. I try to always stay for at least 15 minutes. You could literally time it. The timestamps on my messages, you'll notice, are about 16 minutes apart, sometimes a little bit farther. And the reason why is because for the experimentation and calculations that I've done over the last couple of years, it seems that you get about 1 view for every 5 minutes that somebody's on your live stream. So by staying that long, you're at least making sure the algorithm catches it. You're getting the creator a couple of views. You're giving them a few minutes of watch time before heading off to support somebody else. So it's just an idea, but it's something you might consider. But you'll notice it now that I'm mentioning it as well when I visit your channel. Hendrickson Family Farm, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And we will put your channel up right after Talk with Tori. Right now we're looking at Crafty Leo. This is a creator who's with us regularly here in Tuber Chat. I think Geeky Girls Journal is here as well, so thank you for coming in. That's an inspiring channel. I hope everybody will connect with if you haven't already. And Hendrickson Family Farm has already taken over the stream boss position again. Lazy Days Ahead had it for what I believe is probably the record shortest time in the history of Tuber Chat, but I'm sure they'll be happy to see that. Tay Eats, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that is brand new, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Chris's Clever Craft has just walked in as well. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. It's good to see you in the house always. Multi-Hunter 247, I think you've been here for a little while. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. And then as well, Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. He's part of our moderator squad, but just due to his work schedule, can't be here every single day. But he does make sure that I remember to let everybody know that he thinks about us, and his thoughts are always with us. He wishes he could be here on all the days that he can't. He'll be with us again, possibly tomorrow, but certainly on Sunday as usual. So Crafty Leo is up here right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they have been with us many times here in Tuber Chat. They make regular appearances. I'm just going to take their latest video here, how to make buffalo chicken pizza. Actually, let me read this properly because it says keto friendly, low carb. That'll be interesting, actually. So I'll take this video, add it into my catch-up list, just see what they got going on. It looks like pure variety here, even though there's a few cooking videos, but they tell us that crafts, cooking, DIYs, unboxing, and reviews. So there's a lot to see when we get over to Crafty Leo. They're bringing us shorts, they're bringing us videos, and they've got featured channels here as well. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Woman Outdoors is up here right now. They actually let me know they're only a couple of hours away, so it'd be wonderful to do a meetup at some point. I'm hoping now that the weather has gotten a little bit better and things have opened up in Canada, we are able to kind of get around people a little bit more than we have been for a very long time. Jeanette Nicole, good to see you here. I think you're here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Now that I think about it, I think I remember Women Outdoors saying they live in upstate New York, so forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but they did say they're only a couple of hours away. Full Throttle Adventures and Unboxing, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Annabelle TV is here. I need just a quick second. I will be right back. I've missed probably everything in the chat, so thank you everybody for your patience today. But Tropical Buzz was just asking, when am I going to make it back to Wonderland? Hopefully not too long. We do have season passes. They did something special. That's a theme park. It's actually Canada's biggest theme park, but it's only a couple of hours away from me. And because of what went on in the world the last couple of years, or what's been going on, they extended their season passes and things like that. So we had bought these things a couple of years ago, and they're just extending and extending and extending. So they're good for the rest of the year. We made it out for day one, and hopefully we'll make it another couple of days, but thank you for asking. So right now we're looking at Women Outdoors, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. Now, I mistakenly had mentioned many times that this creator came from the homesteading community of channels. And it's interesting because they're so supportive. I've run into them repeatedly supporting all kinds of creators, but I must have noticed them in a few of the homesteading channels live chats. And the thing is, Women Outdoors actually does a lot more outdoor adventure. So they're bringing us, now bushcraft is something I still have to learn about. Fishing is a little bit obvious, outdoor cooking, camping, and things like this. They are bringing us streams, shorts, and videos, so all three types of content. And we see some more featured channels there. So again, thank you for that. I always appreciate that. And we've got them in our featured channels list as well. 658 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push Women Outdoors a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're working on. They're already well more than halfway there. And we're going to move on to our next channel. So thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. We're going to look at Talk with Tori next for the same reason. And then we're going to look at Hendrickson Family Farm. And then Crescent Dart Designs managed to sneak in the door again from Toronto. And Crescent Dart Designs dropped another super chat on us. They've done that many times. I actually saw something from them. I think it was on Twitter. And they had a lot of pictures of the Toronto buses and things like that. I'll talk more about their channel when they get up here, but I think I ran into them on Twitter earlier today or yesterday. Talk with Tori, I managed to catch on a couple of live streams this week. They were doing some game live streams. A lot of creators do these kind of things where it's almost like a game night, they might call it. They play games and the chat participates. If you haven't already seen this yet, I hope that you'll check that out when you run into one. Talk with Tori does them all the time. TCG fam, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Nicholas Family Adventures, it's good to see you here. For those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, we're always busy, for which I'm very grateful, but today's a little bit overwhelmingly busy, so you'll notice that I'm doing a lot more talking about channels than catching anything in the chat, but I do appreciate your patience, and if you haven't had a chance to read our video description, I hope you will, so you'll see how everything works. Everyday Notes, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If there's one thing in the world that I like as much or more than pizza, it is birthday cake. And while we're not celebrating a birthday or anything like that, I do appreciate the super sticker that TCG fam just sent through with a little piece of cake there, so thank you for that. And Jeanette Nicole, our robot, is a little bit late in welcoming you to the stream, but hopefully you're already off to the races, meeting new friends and family members, and feeling welcome in the meantime. And my dear goodness, I'm just overwhelmed trying to read the chat, trying to catch anything at all in the chat. Coffee Talk and Retro Games, good to see you here. Yes, Fanatic Guide. You know, if I so pizza is probably my favorite thing to eat. I like to tell everybody I like lasagna the best, but pizza has to be actually the thing. Birthday cake, when I see somebody walk through anywhere with a box that you know there's a cake in there, I have to know where that's going. And the same goes for a cheese tray. If there's an event and somebody walks by with, you know, one of those trays of little slices or cubes of cheese. Cheese is like chocolate to me, and I just go crazy having to know where that's from. But we're looking at Talk with Tori, and I'm lucky that I caught them on a couple of live streams this week. I'm hoping I can catch you again, and especially catch one of these from the beginning so I can participate in one of the games. But Talk with Tori's got a lot going on, and obviously they want to motivate our minds more than anything else. Just had pizza for dinner, TCG fam. I actually did that yesterday. I've been off pizza for not having it like every week or anything like that. Hendrickson Family Farm is up here right now. This is a 30-acre farm with all kinds of livestock, all kinds of different stuff to see, and they are incredibly supportive creator. Do I have another music channel that you can use all that fluff and stuff? All that fluff and stuff is from Australia, and they support on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. I appreciate the thought. What they're talking about is all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available on a special channel that we set up, and you can use all of that music as copyright-free music in your videos and live streams. And then thank you, TCG fam. Thank you for the super chat. We will look at your channel in another moment here. And then Hendrickson Family Farm has 392 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're going to be thinking about. Now, one of the things we notice on the front of their page, they've got a featured video here. And there's lots of different things you can do to dress up your page. We call these shelves that you put across, shelves if you want to pronounce it the right way. And you can add a lot of different things. YouTube gives us a lot of tools. One of the things you could do at the top of your page is put a trailer for anybody that hasn't already subscribed to your channel, and then for those who are subscribed, you can put a featured video in its place. That's what they've done here. Or in this case, it's an upcoming live stream. What you will find is that YouTube gives any kind of live stream or premiere that you've got going on the top spot while it's live. So it's interesting, but the reason I mention it right now is just because you notice the button here, they've changed the way they list a lot of these things. It used to say set reminder, now it says notify me. Now we've already got notifications on. I put notifications for all creators. You see my number increase when we start the live stream every day. But in this case, I'm recommending to everybody to hit that reminder for everything that you see, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because it sends a signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, and we always want to do everything we can to support each other, of course. Polynesian Bear Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pafford Homestead, good to have you here as well. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, all that fluff and stuff. No, for right now, I've only got about 42 songs on that channel. The collection will expand over time, and I hope to eventually break into a few more calm things. There's a couple of things that are a little more down-tempo on that channel, but there's really only like 3 or 4 tracks, so I'll point those out. But as time goes on, I hope to expand into more, and I will keep it in mind, because not everybody can use banging nightclub stuff in every live stream that they do, so that's understandable, of course. ALOT is in the house. Good to see you here. That's the second channel from ProTech Sports Network. Forgive me, I'm tripping over my words here today. ProTech Sports Network is a longtime friend of TuberChat. ALOT is their second channel. And then Hendrickson Family Farm is incredibly supportive, and as well, they are bringing us streams, videos, and shorts. Now, I'm behind with you, so I'm going to take this video. I think I shared this out the other day, but I haven't watched it yet. Now, I'm going to take this video, something new on the farm, add that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with the content a little bit. And I hope everybody will connect with Hendrickson Family Farm, and you'll see the kind of support that they give. I run into them constantly supporting other creators, and they're here with us in TuberChat just about every single day as well. Hendrickson Family Farm is our stream boss again. That's the video game life meter under our camera. And Crescent Art Designs from Toronto is up now. They are only a couple of hours away from me, where I was born, raised, grew up, and continue to do some work. The Stock Explorers in the house. That's Nora, who runs also Tropical Buzz, our featured channel for today. And the Gaming Ham is here. Now, the Gaming Ham happens to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on as soon as they get here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on the phone from time to time. Mike and Rihanna is in the house. Did I miss them coming in? Maybe. Mike and Rihanna's family vlogs, maybe. And hopefully I haven't missed too many more channels. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. ALOT is reaching out to swap playlists. Gloria's Platter will be willing to do that for sure. Crescent Art Designs, like I said, happens to be from Toronto. And I recognize that because I've seen in so many of their thumbnails things that I recognize, spots around Toronto or a lot of our transit and things like that. Now, there's a lot of art on this channel, and I'm happy to see they've actually put out a longer video than they usually do here. This 8-minute video I'm going to put into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with you. Crescent Art Designs posts so frequently, it's almost impossible to stay caught up, but I will try. And then as well, they do a lot of tributes to television shows and things we might recognize from the 90s and 2000s, as well as they give us a look around Toronto. Most of what they're doing is in small bite-size videos, a lot of shorts, and actually this is something that I know has become very popular. In one of our major grocery stores, you would imagine inside this package of candies, they're like no sugar added candies apparently, and they're like $4 for a little package. I know you can't tell how small that package is. Basically almost fits in your hand, but I think there's about 4 candies in there. It's almost $1 a candy. It's something else, but I've been seeing those around very much lately. Rock Chick Beauty's in the house. Good to see you here. And then, yeah, well, I'm going to see, the more people give feedback for different things, the better idea you get as to what can be helpful to everyone. Love to Travel with Wave. Good to see you here. There's Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. Rock Chick Beauty's in the house. She just dropped a super chat on us. So I'm going to actually put her channel up right after all that fluff and stuff. It's not going to be too long from now that we're going to get to spinning our wheel. And as the wheel gets down in names, we'll start adding some from our chat list as well. Next up is TCG Fam. Now, I know they just ran out the door a second ago, and I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but they did drop a super chat on us, so we're going to have a look at their channel for a quick second. I've been lucky enough to catch them on a couple of live streams, actually, and it's pure variety on this channel, but these couple of creators are usually together. They take us outdoors, indoors, they do reviews, and they take us for different events and things that they're doing. I'm just going to take their latest mukbang video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up with them. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 5,900 subscribers they're working on right now, and of course they're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. As well, if anybody has the ability to share the stream out right now, then I'll appreciate that, whether it's on any other social network or here on a community tab or Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, any of that stuff, because it helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today, but it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of the signals that are sent into the algorithm from sharing, and it could be sent out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead. MTC Creative Kitchen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me see what is happening with all that fluff and stuff. Now, they come to us from Australia in what I believe, if I'm pronouncing it right, is called the Whitsundays. And all that fluff and stuff is usually on the water. They got an interesting thing going on their channel where they're bringing us videos and shorts and recently started live streaming. But a lot of what they do is water-based activities. They take us mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and now they've started streaming where they're fishing while they're streaming. So that's interesting. I was lucky to catch them the other day for the first time. And now, this cooking video, I thought I was there. Oh, I was here for this one. See, they're streaming all the time now, which is great to see as well. I caught them for one of their cooking streams, and then they've already done another one. Now, I'm going to take another video. Let's see what else you've been doing. Make sure I'm not too far behind. That's it. Okay, never mind. I'm caught up. I'm basically caught up. I'll make sure I don't fall any farther behind. One of the things that they talk about, all that fluff and stuff, is the fact that they put out a short video every time they put out a long form video to promote it. And it seems to work well for them. I tried taking a page out of their book and doing the same thing on a video. It worked well for me. So it's just an idea. And thank you one more time for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. For the same reason, we're going to put up Rock Chick Beauty's channel right now as well. If anybody's mentioned anything in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Pardon me for a second. I'll be right back. It was extremely light when I had sat down in front of the computer today. I forgot to put the light on. Something's wrong with my green screen finally too. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to look at that. We're looking at Rock Chick Beauty. Now, this particular creator happens to be a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. She is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. This is Orianne. You'll notice on this channel that it's pure variety. I'm just going to take your latest video because I see I fell behind with you this week. And this particular creator makes a different thumbnail for every single video. There's a lot of different strategies you can take. You have to make the right decision for your own channel. A lot of creators make thumbnails that are similar. Some make thumbnails that are individual, you know, based on each video. That's what Orianne does here. But you'll also notice that this creator freshens up their channel often with the banner, with the avatar, and they're bringing us all 3 types of content. They've got shorts, videos, and a lot of live streams. Now, they have for a long time. Like I said, this creator's been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. They actually reset and restarted their channel about 1.5 years ago. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They do pure variety, but there are a lot of unboxings and product reviews, including sponsored videos lately. This is a creator who also shares content by hopping in on other people's StreamYards or you know, she does a lot of live streaming herself with that as well. When you collaborate with other creators, even if it's just that simple as hopping in on somebody else's StreamYard, it's a great way to share content because you're changing the dynamic of their live stream when you're visiting them, and you will almost always certainly gain subscribers in that way. Even when you're kind of hanging around the same creators all the time, we all have people that we kind of connect with and run into and support regularly. But you will always be exposing your personality and your channel and your ideas to a new audience, even if it feels like you have the same followers. Every channel is a little bit unique, if that makes sense. So thank you one more time, Rock Chick Beauty, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's actually done that countless times. And I'm just having a look at my wheel. I think it's time to spin, so we'll get that done right now, and we'll see what is coming up with our next channel, which is going to be Scratch and Pete PA. Now, I talked about this earlier, but Scratch and Pete PA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. This is somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. He is the reason why I started using the phrase "seems to be everywhere all the time," because they definitely seem to. Now, Scratch and Pete PA is you know, so unbelievably supportive that what you'll find is if you can make it into one of his premieres, which happen every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you will see a live chat that runs faster than Superchat, faster than most you've ever seen. The reason why, I believe, is because he gives so much support to so many creators that it all comes back in a rush and flood of support back to him in about a 10 to 15 minute window every Tuesday when he does these premieres. So this creator understands consistency, and it's interesting that we're looking at this channel right after Rock Chick Beauty, because Scratch and Pete PA has a different way of doing their thumbnails. Now, the content of each video dictates the content of the thumbnail, but there is extreme consistency here, and you see he puts a lot of focus on other creators as well. He does giveaways and things like that. Scratch and Pete PA right now is halfway on the road to 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. Now, we talk about the idea of swapping playlists all the time. Pardon me, I gotta remember to drink while we're on here. And Queen's Life, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will look at your channel next before I spin the wheel again for that reason. When we talk about, losing my train of thought, forgive me. I'm dancing in between too many different things. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, so anybody that wants to do that can simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Scratch and Pete PA will definitely be willing to swap playlists because they're working on watch hours now. You know, they've long crossed their 1,000 subscribers, so they're just working on the watch time. They have got a playlist here. If you're somebody who doesn't really need or want to swap playlists, but are, you know, you find yourself with a little bit of time to run a playlist, we will all consider it a favor if you will run Scratch and Pete PAs. He's got one here called All Scratch and Pete, and that is everything that he's got. There's well over 70 episodes of the Scratch Challenge, including a few videos he did before he started the series last year. And you can catch all of that in one playlist. At last check, I found it was taking between 14 and 16 hours to run, but I'm going to have to look at that again. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the opportunity to show you something. So what we're going to do right here is I'm going to look at his All Scratch and Pete playlist. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. I'm going to show you how you can figure out how long your playlist is. So what I'm going to do is grab the URL up here in the address bar, and you can grab that however you find most convenient. Now, I'm on a computer. It may or may not be as easy to do this on a phone. But if I type in YouTube playlist length, I'm going to come up with this website, and it looks a little bit weird, but it's okay. This is just a generous programmer who put up a quick page for everybody to use. You can copy the URL and paste it in here and click this get length button. What you'll see is that this playlist has 79 videos, and it will tell you the average length, but it will tell you the total length of the playlist is 16 hours, 7 minutes, 52 seconds. Now, we never want to be running playlists with the speed up, because obviously it's not the same watch time, right? We always want to be giving as much watch time as possible, so we never pump up the views or the speed while we're viewing. So it's just an idea, but I just wanted to tell you how to find this. In my opinion, it's easiest just to find by typing in YouTube playlist length. You'll get to it easily, but that little website can be quite a help when you're determining how long a playlist is that you're going to run. Art and Adventure with Tasha, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The reason why I mention that more than anything is because a lot of creators who swap playlists will somewhat insist that the timing is fair. What I've seen caught, I forget if it was Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa that mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. What can happen is you might make an arrangement to swap playlists with somebody, find out that your playlist is only a few hours or whatever it is, and find out that their playlist goes on for days. That can happen, especially with video gaming live streamers and things like that. But what I also recommend for a lot of creators is to chop up your playlist into chop up your channel into different playlists based on categories. And if you do that, you'll automatically be setting up different sized playlists. So if somebody comes to you with a 10-hour playlist and they want yours to be somewhere around the same, you've got something to send them, right? But it's just an idea more than anything else. Philip Lemon, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I think we're ready to almost spin the wheel again. We're going to look at Queen's Life. Now, the other thing about Scratch and Pete PA's channel is if you follow him on the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. So it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of and sets his series apart, makes it unique. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. So right now we're looking at Queen's Life. This is another creator who makes frequent appearances here in Superchat. She dropped a super chat, so we're looking at her channel right away. She's knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss as well. All the memberships and super chats do that. Queen's Life, I can see I'm behind with you. Now this is a creator who actually brings us pure variety, vlogs, product reviews, and get ready with me videos. And there's a lot more on this channel, as a matter of fact. But I'm just going to take their latest video. It's a Dollar General walkthrough, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. And Queen's Life, thank you for the share on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. Backlash Fisherman, thank you so much for that highlighted milestone message. Now, Backlash Fisherman has been a member for a couple of months already. This particular creator streams just about every single day. I catch them on ride-alongs, usually a couple times a week at least. But what they've done in the chat there is sent through a highlighted milestone message, and those are available to anybody who's a member on a channel where they're enabled, and you'll see that it runs through the chat like a super chat, but it's actually meant for the members, so it's colored green. Late for work, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put that channel up next. Queen's Life dropped one on us, so we've got that channel up right now. And I always show a second channel when I look at Queen's Life. This is Mean Tea. This is an official artist channel. They do a lot of hip-hop music, and I hope you'll check this out. But they are the son of Queen's Life. So it's great to see in real life family supporting each other. One of the biggest complaints that I get on all of YouTube is the idea of why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it easily. So, you know, it's an interesting thought, but it makes it that much more special when we see a mother and son combo like this with separate channels, but supporting each other so well. So I just wanted to show you that quickly. And Backlash Fisherman will be on tomorrow again. Did you say 12 to 7 p.m. you're doing a long stream tomorrow? And Polynesian Bear Vlogs, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. I know it's taken a long time to get onto the wheel today, but it speeds up as time goes on. We always get to as many channels as we can in every stream. So late for work, let me get you up on the screen. Thank you again for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've actually taken over our stream boss position, and what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera that you see there. Every membership and super chat knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and whoever knocks them out takes over, and they get a little bit of extra exposure for that reason. So late for work is somebody who's been here a few times. It's been a little while, so I'm behind with you again, but I'm going to take your Scorpion Pepper Montana Gold by Pulley's Hot Sauce video, and that's obviously a review, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with just a little bit of content. 824 subscribers for these creators, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. I see that Backlash Fisherman says they're hosting a fishing tournament again with, pardon me, 7 channels competing. That's really, really cool. I'm happy to hear about these very cool collaborations. Pardon me, I'm spilling stuff all over myself here. It's because I'm reading and not paying attention to what I'm drinking here. Nikki D Official, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm getting the stuff all over my desk. You have to bear with me for a quick second here. I don't know what my problem is today. I spilled my drink all over my desk right before we started, and I'm doing it again now. And let's think about spinning the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. When we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding more from our chat list as well. So Crocheting with Leanne is an interesting channel to have in the chat today, because they actually just joined us several days ago last week, but they have already become a member. So we've got them up on the screen right now, but because they also happen to be a silver member, we will see this channel in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether they're here or not, even though they've been with us, I think, every day since finding us. Oh, advocates for autism awareness as well. I'm going to try to remember that late for work. But yeah, I'm always happy to see things like that. We've got a few channels in the chat that bring awareness to different things that you know, awareness needs to be brought to, if that makes sense. But it's great to see that. Dominic TV show. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Just going to have a look at Crocheting with Leanne's About page here. Crocheting is their hobby and passion, and then scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graph gans is interesting. I'll have to learn what that is. And then they're very active on other social networks as well. So I'm going to look forward to getting to know this creator and this channel. I'm just going to take another video right now, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. As time goes on, the idea is I promote you better every time you're here as well. And then Backlash Fisherman has got a little bit of activity going on behind the scenes today. And then hopefully everybody is enjoying the chat, meeting new friends and family members. So what I'm going to do right now is spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time to give that thumbs up. Pardon me. And then as well, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly because it helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, but the engagement signals sent into the algorithm could also see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay, so I'll appreciate it that much more. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes, and then when we come back, we're going to look at a talented singer and songwriter, our dear friend Emotion. All right, we're back and we're looking at emotion. Now, when I look for this channel, I actually type in emotion new soul. Now, you'll notice I put that in the chat a couple of moments ago. When we look for emotion, the name of this channel is so unbelievably popular just because it's so short. So we need to do a little bit extra. But the more we search, find, and click on each other's names, will rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. Brampton Gardner, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator who's only about 2 to 3 hours away from me in Canada. And then as well, I thought I saw another channel come through. I don't mean to miss you there. Get to the Farm is in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Fanatic Guide, another hour and a half from now. It will be, but thank you. Tina Talk Show, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter, and this is an official artist channel. You could tell by the music note there. We saw that on Meanty earlier. And what this creator brings to us is their original works. Now, the reason why we type in Emotion New Soul is because new soul R&B music is the best way that I can describe what we're going to find when we get there. This creator brings us their original works in the form of music videos, sometimes in compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. And they round out the channel with a lot of shorts as well as reaction videos. And Emotion is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Life with Adrienne XO, it's good to see you here. That's a creator who's been with Superchat just about from the beginning, probably 2 years now. And I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. You know, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road, 2 years down the road after you start your YouTube channel. And it's wonderful that we see creators that are supporting each other that long, and especially so much. Life with Adrienne XO is a longtime, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and a dear friend to a lot of us here in the Superchat family. So I know it's been a while, but it's great to have you here. When we look at Emotion, we also see that they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. And then as well, when we click on Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see a second channel from the same creator. And this is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at how the music is made by Emotion. And it's a wonderful chance to get to see a behind-the-scenes look at Emotion and the man behind the music as well. Now, he's already got 722 subscribers over here, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. On this channel, you'll also find an occasional Quiet Storm type of compilation, or a lot of shorts and a few more reaction videos to round out the channel. So I hope everybody will connect with Emotion if you haven't already. And they are also a gold member. So they also are seen in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I'm just waiting for something in the background here, but we'll handle that in a second. Now, this is one of the... I'm going to show you something, actually. I'm going to show you something that we're going to do. Oh, can I do this? Let me see how I can find this. We'll take care of that in a quick second here. It's just taking me a second to get over there. Might have to report that. This is why we use slow mode. Now, you notice I've been taking slow mode off for a little while. But that prevents that kind of spam. Thank you for getting that. So let's... go into our YouTube studio here. You can get to this a couple of ways, but I'm just going to show you how you can get slow mode on. We haven't needed it here for a long time, but we usually don't have these very young creators coming in and spamming in this way. But for today, what I'll do is show you how to get that on. So when we get over to our content tab, I've got to get to the live stream that's running right now, and this of course is done in YouTube Studio. Dora UG, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, thank you for coming in as well. We're not going to have to worry about that particular account anymore for today, but I'm going to put the slow mode on anyway. And my internet is just very, very slow while we're live streaming like this. So I'll get you to bear with me. But if you want to mark the time, it's 1 hour and 10 minutes into episode number 417 of Tuber Chat. If you want to, pardon me, go back and see how slow mode is done on your live streams. And what slow mode does is it stops that kind of repetitive spamming, or especially when people want to spell out a word that you don't want to have in your chat, one letter at a time. Luckily, we don't have to worry about it too much here in Tuber Chat. In the meantime, I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I'll come back over here when my page wants to propagate. It's taken a extra slow amount of time. Lori's Tech Time is going to come up next. So when I get into our live streams, Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you here. I'm going to get to the live stream that's running right now. And I just get into where we edit all of our different stuff. And on the left-hand side, we have a customization tab. YouTube, over the last many months, changed the way this layout goes. So you have the option to turn on subscribers only mode. And here in Tuber Chat, I typically have it set quite severe at 20 minutes. And the reason why is because we want to make sure people get an opportunity to watch and listen and understand what Tuber Chat is, what we're doing here before coming in. Because it's not for everybody, right? Not everybody has the patience that is necessary to connect with people in the way that we are, and that's fine. But we just want to make sure that they're not wasting their time as well. And you know that everybody who comes into Tuber Chat, at least within the last, 6 months or however long it's been we've had this feature, is very much interested in exactly what we're doing before we're doing it. Now, slow mode at 60 seconds I find is too severe in most cases. If you find yourself doing a stream and you're getting trolled or something like that, you can punch these numbers up instantly and then scale them back if you want to. But I find that 10 seconds or even 5 is enough. But I'm going to put it on for today. We haven't had it on for a couple of weeks, but that will just settle that down a little bit. I don't think we have to worry about it for today because that account is gone. And I don't think that they actually mean to do wrong. It's just probably a creator that doesn't know that that type of repetitive messaging is frowned upon. Warm Strong Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Is Edna's World in the house? I see somebody mentioning Edna's World, but I didn't actually see them come in. Edna's World just crossed 10,000 subscribers. There they are. Yes, she did come in. Forgive me for not welcoming you, but 10,000 subscribers is a wonderful accomplishment. I was lucky to catch them for their celebration. Forgive me, I did say we were going to get to Lori's Tech Time. We're going to get back to channels now that we're in the second half of the live stream. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster too. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next hour and 15 minutes or so. Warm Strong Adventures is here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Edna's World, as a matter of fact, just to give you a little bit of a backstory, is inspirational in the creation of Vern's Junk Closet's channel. Many of you know her as the YouTube cheerleader. We call each other our YouTube BFFs because we have been extremely close as friends through our YouTube journeys over the last couple of years. She joins me for every special edition, 100, 200, 300, and 400, where we do a different type of live stream. I hope you go back and check those out. But apparently, if I remember the story right, and Edna's World always tells me that I do, but apparently they had met on a cruise, and Vern's Junk Closet was kind of asking, so what do you do? She said, I run a YouTube channel, and Edna's World and Vern's Junk Closet had a few conversations that resulted in Vern's Junk Closet starting her channel. Now we see that only a few short years later, Edna's World has crossed 10,000 subscribers. So that's quite an accomplishment. Thank you, everybody, for congratulating her, because she has also been a friend of Superchat for a long time. So Lori's Tech Time is here with over 900 subscribers. She is officially on the road to 1K, and I know everybody will be happy because Lori's Tech Time has been incredibly supportive to a lot of creators. Now on this channel, she's bringing us a lot of tech reviews, but as well a lot of live streaming lately with different video games, and she's very conscious of the idea of mixing things up to see what the audience will react to. And then she's very receptive as well. So when you get into the live streams, if you can catch her, she'll give you a warm welcome, of course, but she's very much able to keep up with the gameplay and the chat at the same time. Now, I'm behind with you. I didn't catch you this week, but I'm going to take this latest video, which is just a replay of one of the live streams. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list, and that will give me the chance to catch up with you after the stream. And there you go. Thank you, Edna's World, for that. And it's great to have you here. So Lori's Tech Time, again, brings us a lot of tech reviews along with some shorts that you saw there. A lot of live streaming. And I think if I noticed that right, she's actually got one that went on for like 7 hours. So she's really working at it, but also supporting other creators. She's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat for quite some time as well. So next up is going to be Kristen Welton. Now, this is my love. She is here as a member and a moderator. And she has a channel of her own. She's doing her own thing. She's doing a much better job than I am of posting consistently. She usually ends up putting out 2 videos a week. Which is great to see. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships, of course, when we get there. Now, she also is bringing us all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. She's collaborated with other creators, done a lot of lifestyle videos. Lately, more than anything else, she's bringing us product reviews, unboxings, and a lot of sponsored videos, which is really, really cool as well. So I hope everybody will connect with her. You'll also notice that Kristen Welton, for a long time now, has been matching up her thumbnails along with her banner and avatar while keeping things somewhat different. There's a consistent color scheme, right? And that's great for branding, and the fact that when a video is presented to a viewer by this creator, when they've already been happy seeing one before, they'll be inclined to click on that. Her shorts have had great success with almost 20 and almost 30,000 views, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Ace Eats, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Dixie Cuddle Fitness. I know not everybody can stay for 2.5 hours. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I do hope everybody will give a thumbs up if you haven't already for this particular live stream. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then, as well, I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a quick second. We're going to come back and talk about Annabelle TV. Okay, pardon me for that. We are all good. Annabelle TV is here. This is a creator who actually came into the Superchat family just blazing with generosity a couple of months ago with 568 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 600 they're thinking about. They're posting so frequently, I'm finding it almost impossible to keep up. They're posting every day. I see they've got a couple of premieres coming up. So again, what I'm doing is recommending that everybody clicks the notify me buttons, which are, we call those reminders. YouTube recently changed those, but I'm setting those for everything, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because it sends signals of interest into the YouTube algorithm. We always want to be doing as much as we possibly can for each other, right? Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is in the house. That is Tracy and Phoebe, if I am correct. And forgive me for taking so long to get that, but the last video that I watched, I did make a note to hear Phoebe's name, right? So that's Tracy and Phoebe together with a channel bringing us beauty products. So Annabelle TV is up right now, and like I said, we want to push them towards 600. They're posting just about every single day, and it's pure variety on this channel. A lot of these challenges. So I'm going to take your latest one and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. They're bringing us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. So I'm spinning the wheel. I'm going to try to move faster through channels. I want to get as many as we can on in the next hour or so. We can stay up to about an hour and 10 minutes if everybody would like. Actually, Aubrey is coming up, and this is another creator who, very much like Annabelle TV and a couple of other creators we're seeing today, came into the Superchat family and instantly became members and have made themselves a part of our live chats every time they're here. Actually, Aubrey is bringing us pure variety as well, but I'm going to take their latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. I know that's a bit of a shorter one. They're posting frequently, and I'm still getting to know the content on actually Aubrey's channel, but I see a lot of what we like to call polarizing content, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to read actually Aubrey's about page for a quick second. And Life with Adrienne XO is still in the house. Thank you. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. It's good to see you again, of course. Jamie Hart, I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but I put you on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. So as we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some names from our chat list, and it's open to everyone. Actually, Aubrey, nurturer of 2 adorable fur babies, TV reviewer, blogger, content creator, mom of 2 amazing humans as well, relationships, life, and especially reality TV. So there you go. So I say polarizing content, but it's when it's reality TV, it's a little more entertaining than that. So that's cool, and it gives us a better idea. Of course, the idea is the more that creators are here, I put their channels up on the screen, get to know their content over weeks and months, and eventually do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. But actually, Aubrey's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time now. Buying Space, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, pardon me, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chris and Larry Homestead is coming up. I misspelled it, so it's giving me a little bit of a run around there while I'm trying to get to the channel. But if you spell it properly, Chris and Larry Homestead, you'll get to a channel that has far beyond what I was talking about. I figured that was going to happen, but I mentioned them when they first came into the stream today, and I said they're over 9,000 subscribers. I didn't realize they're so close to 10K. They really don't have very far to go. So that's an incredible milestone that they're going to hit very soon. Chris and Larry Homestead came here into the Superchat family, I believe, with over 8,000 subscribers. It could have been just under, but I think it was 8,000 when they got here, and they've already, just in the last couple of months, pumped it up towards 10K. So they're doing extremely well, but they are bringing us a lot of interesting content as well. Now, you'll notice they've got another live stream set up, and I know I've said I wanted to try to catch these. I find it such a challenge, just because on Mondays I happen to be driving a lot of that day. I use it for like running errands and doing a little bit of work and bouncing in between a few things. Almost impossible for me to catch these streams while they're live. But what I am going to do is take your latest video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with another video. They are bringing us basically pure variety. Like I said, they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. And then as well, you'll notice that they're very active on the other social networks and have their own website as well. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The life and times of a homeschooling and homesteading family in northern Arizona, a Christian family of 10, and homeschooling and homesteading their way through life, learning as they go on their mini ranch, raising and selling veggies, critters, and homemade items. And hopefully everybody will enjoy their content as well as the support that they give. They have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters ever since finding TuberChat just a few months ago. But I also see them out supporting others constantly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So I hope you will connect with them. We will be very happy to help them celebrate their 10,000 subscribers, which is going to be coming up very, very soon with the speed that they're racing at. And we're going to see a brand new channel that has come into the TuberChat family just this week. Now, this particular creator is somebody that we're actually looking at on the screen for the very first time. This is Key Changed It. Now, hopefully everybody will enjoy giving them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. But they've come in blazing as a gold member, so we'll see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Now, I've got to get to know the content on this channel, so I'm going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my watch later. It's actually the first video from this channel that I'm going to be going through, and that will give me a chance to, after the live stream today, go through my watch later list, watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, give a thumbs up. I have already subscribed, and the bell is on, of course, but hopefully all that activity will make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to TuberChat, but I bet that they are because they happen to be a member, so we'll likely see them again very soon. And hopefully everybody will get a enjoy getting to know them as well. Professional Paranormal Research, good to see you here. The Gaming Ham is coming up. They've actually got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of these. And it's getting very close to time for me to add names to our wheel from our chat list. So we'll do that in another couple of channels. Thrifting with MJ Beans, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the Gaming Ham has 197 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. The Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel. This particular creator is an advocate for the amateur radio community. It's lovingly known as ham radio, and this particular creator often will be found talking ham radio while playing video games, which is interesting. So they mix the games up. They've been playing a lot of these two, Mass Effect and Marvel's Avengers, but they also have a second channel. I'm going to show you that as well, the Metal Ham. And this is where they want to show us metalworking. And this is interesting. It's the first channel I've seen of its type. of course, I haven't searched for it. It's just that they've come into the Tuber Chat family. First, they talked about some safety, but they're going to take us on their journey as they do some metalworking here. They've got 5 subscribers on this channel right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up towards that first 10. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see creators growing, hitting these milestones all the time, so it won't be too long before the Metal Ham, I'm sure, gets up there. Now, Serenity Studio Art is a channel that a lot of us are already very much familiar with. She's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for a long, long time. This is Artfully Blind with Diana with a name change on their channel. Now, they've already got well over 3,000 subscribers, and I often say about channels with sub counts this high that there's much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by. Now, Artfully Blind with Diana has now changed her name, like I said, to Serenity Studio Art, but this is an incredibly dynamic creator who is also fun and engaging. She actually has a ton of energy, and it's worth hitting up this channel because she's got a special series of happy dance videos that run every time there's a super chat or other activity. Mrs. VSNC09 knows what I'm talking about. They're fully monetized, obviously. So you can support them with either of those, but I recommend visiting this creator. She does a lot of art on the channel, collaborations with other creators, a lot of live streams, including game nights and other fun interactions, but as well she puts out a lot of videos, and we see a lot of shorts here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She has been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for a very long time. So I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list right now. Of course, Facing Reality is coming up on the wheel along with Eerie Frog. And then Triple Threat, I think, is still with us as well, which is a fairly new channel to Tuber Chat. They've actually just found us within the last few weeks. Laughing with Michelle and Ian is in the house. And let me make sure I don't get the name wrong on this channel. It's been a very long time today. It's taken... It's been an overwhelmingly busy live stream today, so I'm going to ask Triple Threat to let me know if they're still here. Pardon me. Goodness. And then we'll see what's going on right now with Corinne's Life. I was talking to her earlier today. Corinne's Life is a dear friend, a very much loved and well-respected creator. And she's got a lot going on her channel, so it's called Corinne's Life because it actually encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life. And she does everything from vlogs here, like behind-the-scenes look at her home life, sometimes even a ride-along video like we had the other day. That was the most recent thing she put up. A lot of product reviews and unboxings, a lot of StreamYard panels with other creators. She also hops in on other people's StreamYard panels as well, which is great to see. There's Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. I've got you on our Wheel of Doom right now, and then I'm going to get some more names on the wheel shortly. Come Hither with Heather is exhausted, no doubt. In Australia, their time zone is way off from us. I still have yet to know, like Australia's, I'm not sure how many time zones there are over there. I should look it up and try to understand exactly what goes on. I'm not sure what time it would be for Come Hither with Heather, but either very late or extremely early. Pardon me. And Corinne's Life now is working on 1,900 subscribers. Now, this particular creator also happens to be a small business owner. On their channel, they're bringing us shorts, videos, and streams, but we also get a behind-the-scenes look at Lighthouse and Anchor Designs. And this is where Corinne from Corinne's Life creates merchandise. They've got an Etsy store. They're actually very busy all the time. You see some of their merchandise popping up in the YouTube streets. And they do everything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to vinyl stickers, almost anything that can be printed. So it's great to know that we've got a creator like this that's going to give us a behind the scenes look to show us how this type of merchandise can be made, but then as well we can use them as a resource when it's time to think about monetizing in that way for our own channels and businesses. Of course, she's fully monetized, as you can see, with super chats and memberships available. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up here. We will see what's happening with Eerie Frog. This is a creator who is always spreading all kinds of positivity through the chat. Tropical Buzz is still in the house. That's our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day on Superchat again lately. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And I'm not sure if Hilda is here. I see Tropical Buzz reaching out for Hilda. Yeah, I don't think she came in yet. She had sent us actually a message a while ago letting us know she might not make it, I think, if I remember right. But that's okay. Most of our moderators are here most of the time, and very grateful for every moment that everybody can spend. But our moderators do a great job of supporting. They're all dear friends of each other as well. They all have channels of their own, as you'd expect. They all do something different. They're unbelievably supportive. So I hope everybody here will connect with all of our moderators. So Eerie Frog now has 90 subscribers. They are getting very, very, very close to that first 100. We know, like I said earlier, that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, which we see here in the Superchat family, everybody is just fine. We see creators growing and increasing in numbers and hitting different milestones, becoming monetized and things like that. The Weightlifting Geek, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member. Let me get them on the wheel of doom. Lady S and family, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Family obligations as well. Yes, I say that often. You know, family for me is number one, of course, as it is for most people, I think. And it's obviously understandable that, you know, different things in everybody's life can take up a lot of time and things like that, but I'm always happy to hear that people are looking after each other, especially when it comes to family and things like that. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. There's no such thing as being late here in Tuber Chat. And then as well, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Let me spin the wheel. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. We got about 45 minutes to go, a little bit longer than that. I'm going to get to as many channels as we possibly can. Facing Reality is coming up, and after we get through about 2 or 3 more channels, I'll add some more names to our wheel from our chat list. Facing Reality is a creator who's been a longtime dear friend to Tuber Chat. This is somebody who has great impact in our community and always engages conversation in the chat. Chris's Clever Craft, I hope I actually welcomed you earlier. I saw you come in a long time ago. I put you on the wheel. Rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. Now, Facing Reality hit their 1,000 subscribers last week, so it's great to see that they've got that locked in and kept it moving. I'm going to set another notification here. I've got one ready to go for what must be Monday's premiere. They always premiere on Monday morning. And it's Monday morning for me in the Eastern time zone. Facing Reality actually comes to us from Jamaica, but this is a creator, like I said, who always engages conversation, for which I'm very grateful. They're somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and bring to everybody's attention different things that they see and different ideas. Of course, what we want to do is discuss those things here in the chat so that everybody can make the best decisions for their channels and videos, and we can all learn from each other. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So I'm just going to take volleyball practice video here from Facing Reality and put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Facing Reality says they bring positive messages in a fun way that's done in pure variety on their channel. So I hope you'll enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, they've been a long time friend of Superchat. Jamie Hart is coming up right now, another member, so they were already put onto the wheel as soon as they got into the chat today. The one interesting thing about that, of course, is that, like, you know, once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel. We definitely look at the channel. I know not everybody can stay for an entire 2 hours, so if somebody had to go, we still look at their channel briefly when they're here, but members are put on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So Jamie Hart's up here now with 410 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Get them halfway on the road to that magical 1K, and Jamie Hart is bringing us a lot of variety as well. I'm just going to take another karaoke video. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind with this creator. When we look at their banner, I think you changed the banner, right? Yeah, you updated that, so good job with that. And I see that they're talking about bringing us a lot of variety: horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, karaoke covers, live streams, gaming, adventure, nature, and cats, of course. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. But Jamie Hart has been here with us just about every single live stream since finding Superchat just a few months ago. So I hope everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back from them after you connect with them. Camp Silky is in the house. It's good to see you here as well. They're here with us almost every stream as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know it takes a moment to get that done. You have to turn the chat off, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, like I said, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So let's spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel up here. And it looks like we're going to be looking at Chris's Clever Craft. I was looking for them for a second there, just making sure I actually welcome them. Chris's Clever Craft has been another dear friend for a long time. This is a creator I've had the pleasure of getting to know. They bring fun everywhere that they go. Chris's Clever Craft is incredibly supportive. Another creator who always engages conversation everywhere that I see them, including here in Superchat. 535 subscribers, says that we're going to see them. You know, they're already halfway towards that magical 1K, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards 600. You can see how much focus they put on helping others. They've got a lot of featured channels on their front page. They've got a few channels of their own. We'll look at these afterwards, but when we look at their videos tab, we see that Chris's Clever Craft has an interesting property. He brings us both indoors and outdoors, sometimes just for a look around, often for a story to be told, and then as well a lot of do-it-yourself videos, and even product reviews and unboxings. He does well with series. He's just done a series where he's trading work for a car, which is an interesting barter that I love pointing out, because there's a lot of different ideas that are, you know, somewhat out of the box, if you want to call it that, when we think about all the different things we do on YouTube. It doesn't have to be here, but, you know, that can be done here as well. Some of you may know that half of my full-time job is running YouTube channels and doing other social media for others. And it just gives you a little bit of a hint as to some of the things you can either trade favors for or get paid for. If there's things you enjoy doing, not everybody enjoys doing those things or can do those things. So Chris's Clever Craft gives us an interesting story in looking at that. Let's look at their front page again. There's a shout out video that they did for Scratch and PPA for watch hours. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you could just say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Phasmonut is a channel from Chris's Clever Craft where we're getting to follow along the story of Phasmophobia, a video game that he's playing. Can't believe I missed one in the middle here, but I'm going to take this video and add it into my catch-up list so I can complete the series. And he's got 46 subscribers here. We'd love to get him a little bit closer to that 50, put him halfway up to the first 100. We also saw Tip the Table. We're waiting for another video on this channel, but we wonder if it's going to be polarizing content or what to expect. And then Kaiser Gaming YT is another channel from this creator. I'm just going to take another video here and put it in my catch-up list. Falling way behind over here, and hopefully we'll get this channel moving with some subscribers as well. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I'm going to add some more from our chat list. Emotion we actually saw earlier, so I'm going to spin again. In the meantime, I'll put up Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream because he's dropping a super chat on us right now. And he's done that many times before, but Kid Wonder is a creator who's actually been with me from the very beginning of Superchat, and actually even earlier than that. Triple Threat is going to come up next. Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. And they're fairly new to Superchat. They've been with us a couple of weeks now. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream is the second channel from this creator. Now, they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to take one of your recent videos. I'm going to take the reaction to The Simpsons here. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just so that I can watch another video from this channel. But Kid Wonder has got 3,000 subscribers on this channel, already on the way towards 3,100. I'm just going to show you their main channel because they've got 4. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. Now, this particular creator's been connected to me for well over 2.5 years now. And I put a lot of focus on that because you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road. Kid Wonder has been so unbelievably supportive to me ever since meeting them before Superchat was even a thought, that they were with me the whole time I started building Superchat, so much so that they were the very first creator chosen out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Superchat, and then their other channels were featured later on. They're fully monetized here, of course, with over 18,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take their latest tribute video, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list as well so I can stay caught up with this particular channel. And then Kid Wonder's got another couple of channels as well, but I'll leave it to you to find those when you get to them. And I'm just going to double check on his front page if he's got them featured here. What I recommend to all creators that have more than one channel is to set up a shelf on your front page where possibly at the bottom you have your other channels listed, much like Chris's Clever Craft did a moment ago, just so that other creators can find them easily. Because when somebody is interested enough in your channel to actually make it to the front page, it's very possible that they will be inclined to follow you on your other channels. In the meantime, Kid Wonder's bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. He's also got a mukbang channel and a channel where he's bringing us some random news as well. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream is where I actually collaborated with him just a few weeks ago. We were playing a game together online for about an hour. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. is an interesting channel. They recently found Superchat, and I'm just going to take another video from you. I'm going to take your latest one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. But what I've seen from this creator so far is a lot of gardening videos, so there's more variety here, even though the name is Triple Threat Firearms and Defense Inc. 144 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about right now. And Outgoing Azzy's in the house. Good to see you here. I'm just going to look at their About page for a quick second and see what they got going on here. Firearms Instructor. Interesting. Georgia gun laws. Wow. Oh, here we go. Grow, raise, harvest your own food and animals. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of preparedness on this channel as well. So I'm getting to know this channel. I'm having a good time getting to know them. I hope everybody else will connect with them if you haven't already as well, and see what they got going on here. Now, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels. We've still got another 40 minutes to go. We'll get to as many channels as we can. Oh, and then buying space. Stream Elements is just a robot. It's like Nightbot or Stream Elements and things like that. Just to let you know. And let's get Ace Eats up onto the wheel. Let's get Thrifting with MJ Beans on there. Now I'm adding some more names from our chat list. Of course, Andre Southgate is in the house. Good to see you here. Get buying space onto our wheel as well. And we'll spin and see who's coming up next. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please stay active in the chat. And I'll get you on as quickly as I can. The Weightlifting Geek is coming up right now. What on earth have I done here? I might have made a mistake on our wheel. Something was very wrong. I can't seem to copy and paste at all. There we go. That was a weird glitch. I must have accidentally hit something. Okay, pardon me for that. I'm not sure if I ripped off somebody's chance or not. Something went wrong with my wheel. I think we're about to look at the Weightlifting Geek, right? Let me get them up here. I haven't seen the wheel glitch like that. I don't know what I did. One of the things that you'll notice when you're working on a computer is there's, you know, I've got a lot of windows open here, but a lot of times you go onto a website like this wheelofnames.com and things like that. It could have keyboard shortcuts and stuff like that. You accidentally click something and then something gets sent into a frenzy here. Julian Lifestyle 2, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Come hither with Heather. I've got you on the wheel. The Jacob's Triangle Homestead is here also, and I'll get some more names on as we need them. The Weightlifting Geek is now over 900 subscribers and well on the way towards that magical 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This particular creator is bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. They are trying to motivate us often with weightlifting and fitness, let's just say. However, they've got a lot of inspiring things to say when you catch them on these vlogs as well. So definitely a very positive and inspiring creator. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, yes, still in the house. Trish the Natural, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then for anybody that, I know it's been a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen today. I do appreciate everybody's patience. But if you do stay somewhat active in the chat, as soon as I start talking about putting names on the wheel, for anybody that's listening or watching that hasn't been on yet, if you want to just say something if you haven't already. Now, the best way to get onto the wheel or the screen as fast as possible, even when it does take a long time, is to be active in the chat. The robot that I use to help me is called Bottissimo. You recognize it in the chat, but it does a great job with statistics, and it keeps track of how active everybody is. So you can imagine when you look at the list and see how I'm adding names to the wheel, it's always the people who seem to be most active. Now, the Greek Griller ASMR is a second channel from the same creator from the Weightlifting Geek. I'm just going to grab one of their videos here and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up over here. They've got 41 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 50 that they are likely thinking about right now. Now, I'm going to try putting up I am Betty J Gathers here and see if my copy and paste seems to be working again. You'll find, for those of you who haven't already used wheelofnames.com, just a free website. I found it on, somebody else was using it. Hundreds of creators use this for their live streams and games and things like that. What I find is that it is able to let the list persist after you close the window. So if I close this down right now, come back tomorrow, the same names that were left over would still be there. Now, I always want to copy them out and paste somewhere if I'm going to refresh the page, just in case, but a simple refresh will clean it up a little bit, obviously. I am Betty J Gathers is here with 324 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 400 that she's thinking about. Now, I am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She is responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up just from the reminders here in the chat. And she always finds creative ways to say that, for which I'm grateful. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's stream, I hope you will. We're doing well. And lately, I am Betty J Gathers has been doing a lot of videos regarding intermittent fasting and trying to motivate us with healthy living, but she does a lot of live streaming as well, and she's always positive and will allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Superchat. So you'll definitely meet more friends and family members over there. Oh, and then thank you, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Yeah, that helps me out, of course. It's an affiliate link when you sign up for TubeBuddy, but I absolutely do use that. I should have noticed. I meant to turn it off. Now, I do use TubeBuddy. It's my #1 tool, but I also noticed that while I live stream, it makes the page seem to crawl. So I usually turn it off while we're doing Tuber Chat, but you can tell I was actually using it yesterday or today or whatever it was. All that fluff and stuff is still in the house. Thank you for hanging out. And, okay, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I am Betty J Gathers. Like I said, is an incredibly positive creator. She always engages conversation in the chat as well. When you engage conversation, you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, as you can imagine. And it just, I believe, does wonders for the live stream. You see that some creators, like we've got in the chat here, we haven't seen their channel today yet, but Mrs. VSNC09 always has a very engaged live chat. And you can just see the numbers grow and grow and grow because of the activity. Come Hither with Heather brings us paranormal investigations as well as explorations of abandoned locations and a little bit of extra variety. This creator's also been known to do a shout out, at least one. I joined them, as a matter of fact. They were pushing for Scratch and Pete PA to get some watch hours, which is really cool. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating and supporting each other's in interesting ways as well. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take this reaction video and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And Four Corners Custom Products, good to see you here. They happen to be a member, so I'm just putting them onto the wheel right away. Now, Come Hither with Heather is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They come to us from Australia, and forgive me because I did mention I don't know what time it is for you, and if you answered, I didn't quite catch it in the chat after. I do that all the time. I mention something, and then by the time somebody responds, which could be right away, I'm already off onto the next tangent there. But Come Hither with Heather. It's either very late or very early. They were saying they were exhausted earlier. They've got shorts, videos, and live streams, obviously, that they've started as well. We'd love to push them towards 600. Now, when I look at this channel, I also like to look at Werner's Adventures. These creators are partners. They have similar content in that Werner's Adventures is bringing us a lot of explorations of abandoned locations. I'm just going to take another video from them, add it into my catch-up list. And Werner's Adventures is now getting very close to that 500 mark. We're hoping we can push them a little bit farther so we can get their community tab happening. And then thank you, Come Hither with Heather. It's 11:30 a.m. for you. So thank you for that. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. Everything's fine. I just needed to address something quickly. I might be ripping off somebody's chance on the wheel. Forgive me for that. I'm just going to spin the wheel. And then all that fluff and stuff, no, I don't have anything in particular right now. Are you going to go on after? Is that what you were just saying? Four Corners Custom Products is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. Classy Cookery, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We still got a half an hour to go, so I've got lots of time to put more channels on the screen. I'm going to get to as many as I can in the next half hour. We might be going over to all that fluff and stuff after. Now, they will allow and encourage everybody to connect in their live streams the same way that we do here in Superchat, so you'll meet more friends and family members over there as well. And then oh, that's good news, Outgoing Azzy. Scratch and PPA. Yes, I did. I ripped off Camp Silky's chance. Okay, forgive me for that. Thank you for catching that, Scratch and PPA. Camp Silky will be up next. And I see Cabaret Gaming is in the house. Good to see you here. Four Corners Custom Products brings us merchandise. Everything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to anything that can be printed. And it's wonderful that we have a channel like this that we can learn from. We can understand what's involved in the creation of that kind of merchandise and then use them as a resource when it's time to monetize that way as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they're an incredibly generous creator. They have been for a long time. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. They literally seem to be everywhere. Putt Putt King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, yeah, all that fluff and stuff, if you want to be on before I finish in another 27 minutes or so, then that will be great. If you can set up your if you're setting up earlier, just let me know and I'll redirect here. You might have to mention it a couple times in the chat to get my attention. Four Corners Custom Products is getting close to 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. So they've been a generous creator for a long time, a friend of Tuberchat. Camp Silky is coming up next. They were supposed to have been up, but I when I went off camera there for a quick second, I messed up the wheel. Pardon me just for a second again. Camp Silky has 147 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They're almost halfway there. Now, Camp Silky is another incredibly supportive creator. First of all, you see all these featured channels on their front page, and I'm happy to have Tuberchat a part of that, so thank you for that. Of course, they're on our featured channels list as well. Inspire So Many, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. When we look at their videos, let me just get over there, we can see that they had a lot of shorts on the front page as well. And it looks like they're getting a bit of action on some of those, which is great to see also. I'm just going to take their latest video, their rats video, not my friend. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then all that fluff and stuff, yes. It's best if you're running before I finish, I believe. I think the redirect still works. We've been using it on a few channels, and it seems to have worked. Even when the stream hasn't started, but it's, I think, best to be started already. Pardon me just for another second. I might have to do this a time or two here. Okay, pardon me for that. I just have something I have to address, but we're still good to go. And thank you, Cabrar Gaming, for the share on Twitter. So, Camp Silky, and then Inspire So Many, thank you, but, you know, please keep the self-promotion to a minimum. Inspire So Many is a longtime friend of Tuberchat, so forgive my tone of voice while I say that. We've talked about it many times. Camp Silky is here. Forgive me, 147 subscribers. Like I said, I've added your latest video. I'm just going to catch up with that. Forgive me for tripping over my words. I'm just addressing something on the side there. Okay, Inspire So Many. I'm going to have to, like, I have to have that stop, okay? The thing about self-promotion is it's very much frowned upon in the YouTube streets, if you want to say that. But, you know, even in the YouTube guidelines, they talk about that. And we don't want to see anybody get timed out and banned and everything else that can happen with you in different live streams and stuff like that. The Jacobs Triangle Homestead is here for the first time, so hopefully they've already met some new friends and family members. So they've already put Tuberchat in their featured channels. My dear goodness, thank you for that. I will return the favor right away. I'm just making a note. I make notes on pen and paper often, so that I get that done right away. And then I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video here. I'm going to add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then thank you. So Outgoing Azzy, thank you for that. But I have to be fair between the chat. So we got to be conscious about too much self-promotion. I'm sure everybody will be interested to see such a amazing sounding video when they get there. but just be wary of that. Here we're just wanting to meet more friends and family members for our channel, and then they will support you when they're there. Trish the Natural, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. We're going to put that channel up next for that reason. And Thrifting with MJ Beans is up right now. Now, this is another creator I'm still getting to know. They've got 331 subscribers right now, obviously bringing us shorts as well as videos. Not sure if they're live streaming yet or not. But what I'm going to do is take your latest video and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with your channel. The idea is that hopefully often when you're here, I'll put your channel up on the screen. And then over time, I get to know the channel and especially your content by watching over the coming weeks and months. And then eventually, possibly, I even get to know the creators behind the channels as well, so that I could do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. And then Classy Cookery is mentioning to Ace Eats about featuring a channel on the homepage. Ace Eats, I'm going to put you on our wheel right now. And when we get to your channel, I'll show you how that's done if everybody wants to see how we do that, how we get those channels featured on the front page. We go over that often here on Tuber Chat, but it only takes a moment, so I'm happy to do it. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up. This is Tracy and Phoebe, and they bring us beauty products in many different ways. Forgive me, Trish the Natural, I was supposed to put your channel up right now. Forgive me, you're going to be the next one that I put up. I always put channels on the screen right away after they give a super chat. I didn't mean to skip you there. I'm finding myself just the slightest bit distracted. Pardon me for a second, we'll be right back. Pardon me for that. I should be good for a few more minutes. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, like I said, brings us beauty products. They do that in a lot of different ways, usually with reviews. Now, we've seen a lot of Tracy, but lately we're seeing Phoebe as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and forgive me for that. It took me a long time to get that when I'm talking about this particular channel, but I specifically watched one of their videos the other day to make sure I was introduced to this second creator. They collaborate together all the time. Now, I'm just going to take your latest video. I see I'm behind with you again. I can put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall any further behind. And we see that these creators are bringing us shorts as well as videos. And if I'm not mistaken, did I see a live stream? I should know this by now, and forgive me, but I'm forgetting whether Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning has streamed yet or not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe that's an idea for the future. But actually, Tracy's been with us for a long time, so it's interesting to see what the two of you have been doing lately. So, Trish the Natural is coming up. Now, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning happens to be a member, so I put them on the wheel as soon as they got here, of course. Trish the Natural is up here right now. They happen to drop a super chat on us and dropped a lot of life off of our stream boss there. That's the video game life meter under our camera. So Trish the Natural is another creator I'm still getting to know. They just found Tuber Chat within the last few weeks. And forgive me, I'm missing a few things in the chat there. If I've missed something that you've meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. Tristan Natural has 342 subscribers. I'm just going to take a second video from this creator, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get to know their content a little bit better. But they tell us right on their banner that they're going to bring us natural hair, beauty, and lifestyle. So a bit of variety on this channel. But we've got a lot of beauty channels here in the Superchat family. And the great news is that we're all here to support each other regardless of our niche or our themes. But obviously Trish the Natural has just come into the Superchat family blazing with generosity, for which I'm very appreciative of. So thank you for that. Mr. Boots and Bounty, good to see you here. I caught them on a live stream again the other day as well. They love helping people with their YouTube journey also. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So Ace Eats is there. Classy Cookery is going to get added onto our wheel. Buying Space is coming up next. I put Ace Eats on there twice. Hopefully I haven't just accidentally deleted somebody. Putt Putt King's been with us for a while. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, of course, is coming up. Tina Talk Show as well has been with us for a long time today. I know it's taken a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen today, so I do appreciate everybody's patience. We're going to get through as many channels as we can in the next 15 minutes or so. Tina Talk Show will be coming up here. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up soon. Buying Space has 628 subscribers. That's a long-time friend of TuberChat as well. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Tina Talk Show will be next. Ace Eats. I'm just going to make a note. Now, hopefully I remember this. To do the featured channels the featured channels tutorial there. Buying Space is bringing us a lot of shorts now. I can see I'm behind with you, but I'm going to take this unboxing video, Picky Nicky Part 3. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up just a little bit. I see you've been doing a few unboxings and unenveloping lately, which is kind of cool. But Buying Space been a long-time friend of TuberChat, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Let's get Tina Talk Show up here, and I'm going to start rifling through channels now, just so we can get as many on the screen as possible. Tina Talk Show is here with over 2,000 subscribers, now at 2,100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. Outgoing Azzy is on the wheel as well. Tina Talk Show's got a lot of shorts here. Now I'm going to take your latest video. I know it's fairly short, but I'm just going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with your content a little bit better. We can see that she talks about event coverage, personal vlogs, and news. Probably some polarizing content here. I'm just going to see the About page also. And then Instagram is there for us to connect with. An idea, you know, I don't do a lot of this on this channel, but an idea is to put that as a link, because YouTube will add a link up here in the corner for you and down here on your About page. If you get over to add your Instagram specifically, people can get to it a little bit faster. But she's also got it on her banner as well, so there's a Facebook page there, it looks like, as well as the Instagram. And I'm looking forward to getting to know a little bit more from Tina Talk Show, but she's been with TuberChat for a while. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel. And then That's Okay Cabaret Gaming. Thank you. I know you've done that many times. And we'll do this right now, actually. So Ace Eats is coming up. And the first thing I'm going to do, actually, when I get to this channel, which we're looking at for the first time, is I'm going to grab their URL up here in the top. Now, hopefully this works, but we'll see. Now, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, I'm going to add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now I'm spinning just to see who's going to be next, but I'm actually going to show you how to feature a channel on your front page. If you want to mark the time, we're 2 hours and 18 minutes into episode number 417 of Superchat. Now there's two ways to get to this, but you can go to your customized channel if you're logged in on your home page, or you can get to this in your YouTube studio by the customization tab on the left hand side, which you're going to see in another moment. And Mrs. VSNC09 will be coming up next. It takes my page just a second to come up. It's usually not this slow. It's just because we're live streaming right now. YouTube gives us a lot of different tools we can use to dress up the front page. But one of the things is featured channels. And you can have up to 10 sections on your front page, and then as well a trailer or a video that is available to people who have already subscribed up at the top of your page. You'll see that Superchat has both. When we get down here, we see a lot of different things. You know, I've dressed up the page a little bit with some playlists and a few featured channel sections. If you don't already have one, you can click this add section here. You'll see all the different tools that YouTube makes available for us, and I encourage you to experiment with those. Featured channels is at the bottom. Once you click that, YouTube will add it to the bottom of the page. You can grab these sections by the handle here and move them up and down the page as you need. What I'm talking about here is this featured channels section up towards the top of our page. And you'll have to give me a second while the page is still propagating here. When we're ready to edit, we can just click the three dots, say Edit Section Contents, and then when we get over here, I'll just paste in the URL from Ace Eats there. I accidentally made a mistake here. I pasted in the wrong place. And there they are. Once I click the... Oh, that's not it. That's not the right one. That's interesting. Here's Ace Eats right here. So when you search and you get the right channel, then as soon as you click that box, they're added automatically to the bottom of the list. There they are. I just click Done. And all I have to do now is click Publish. But it's very important not to miss that step. And then your changes will have propagated on your front page. We're going to see that in a moment. I got to get up for a second, but I'm not going to turn the camera off. I'll be right back. Pardon me while I just put the next channel up. Mrs. VSNC09. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Pardon me for that, everybody. I was muted again. So I'm just looking at something in another window there. Forgive me. I know I got a few things going on. I usually don't get up and leave like that, but I just need to address something. So all that fluff and stuff will have a live stream coming up shortly, and we'll go over and raid that, and then I will... but we're going to go a little bit overtime, which is okay, because we got more time to put a few more channels on the screen right now. So Mrs. VSNC09 is on the screen. This is an incredibly supportive creator, an unbelievably generous creator as well. And she's here with us every single day inside the Superchat live streams. And one of the things that we notice about this particular creator is their live streams. Now, first of all, when we look at their front page, they've got a lot of featured channels like we were just talking about. They've got shorts, they've got videos, streams as well. I'm just going to set a notification for this one here. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get, when we get there. They've got a lot of variety on their channel, but most of what you're going to find is coverage of the royal family. When they have these live streams, you're going to see an incredibly engaged conversation in the chat, if that makes sense. A lot of engaged viewers and creators together conversating. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 does an incredible job of leading that conversation by being very well versed and up to date with that subject. So it's really something to see, and I hope everybody will check that out for that reason. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. She is here both as a moderator and a gold member, so we'll see her channel and the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Outgoing Azzy's asking a question. How do you add keywords to your About page? Do you add them underneath all your information, and do you use the hashtag symbol? So tags and hashtags are two different things. I'm going to have to... for today, ask you if we can talk about that on Instagram. I'll look at that, because without having it right in front of me, it's given me a second to think about it, because I believe in the About section, I'm not sure if that's where we add the tags. I think we have to do it in the channel settings, but I don't want you to quote me on that, because I haven't had to do it in a little while. I'd like to take a moment to figure that out, but I'll message you on Instagram if that's okay. If anybody after today remembers that we're talking about that and wants to see how to add tags for your channel or a description and talk about the About page, we could do that tomorrow or on another stream if everybody would like. We're going to be overtime here, so I just don't want to do it right this second. I want to get more channels on the screen, and it'll be a clunky tutorial if we do it. So Mrs. VSNC09 is approaching 2,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They are an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they have been for a long time. And thank you, Outgoing Azzy. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We'll see who's coming up next, and I'll get some more names from our chat list in a second as well. Now I'm going to rifle through these channels, or try to. Outgoing Azzy's coming up right now. This is an incredibly outgoing creator, somebody with a ton of energy, and they're just doing fantastic with 5,300 subscribers, getting close to 5,400 already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They do a lot of work on their community tab as well. They've been putting out a lot of shorts, and they recently started live streaming. I was lucky enough to catch them for their very first live stream. I'm hoping everybody will connect with Outgoing Azzy. This is a creator who always engages conversation here as well, and that sends great engagement signals into the algorithm. So I wish for everybody to get that kind of support coming back to you. That's why I mention it so much from some of these creators. Mr. Boots and Bounty is on the wheel. I'm just going to spin. I'm going to look in the participant list, see who else I can add here. Cabaret Gaming, of course. Putt Putt King is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And if there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat, and I will get you onto our wheel right away. I'm just waiting on word from all that fluff and stuff to see if they're going to get their live stream ready to go. So Putt King has 2,370 subscribers or so. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,400 that they're thinking about. And we can see that Putt King, I'm a little bit behind. I'm just going to take your latest video, a Family Feud fun game night. That's a replay. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. Putt King's been a longtime friend of Superchat. I know it's been a little while, but it's great to have you here. And they're obviously putting up some shorts as well as videos and live streams. So all three types of content from this particular creator. Next up is Makeup Mom and Son. I'll get that channel ready to go. We'll put it up on the screen in a second. And I'm just going to see who else we can add here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then let's get Makeup Mom and Son's channel up here. Now, she's actually got a couple of channels. So when we look at Makeup Mom and Son, right after that, we're going to look at the son of Makeup Mom and Son. She's got an upcoming live stream, Let's Chat and Chill. That's going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. So she's going to start. I have a raid scheduled for tomorrow. Yeah, I have a raid scheduled for tomorrow, but we'll know that Makeup Mom and Son will be on after Super Chat tomorrow as well. Now, I'm just going to take this featured video that she's got and put this in my catch-up list. I know I'm behind this week. I've been away from the computer a little bit more than usual this week. 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. And then thank you, Scaled to Thee. Thank you for coming in and coming over from Georgia Peach Prepping. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Makeup Mom and Son brings us a lot more than makeup. She brings a little bit of that, a lot of variety, and a lot of product reviews and unboxings of different types of things. As a matter of fact, she's very considerate about the idea of bringing new types of things to unbox, a lot of subscription services which she changes up, a lot of products that are either new or interesting, so that the viewers always have something new to see, even though the content on this channel can be very consistent. So Makeup Mom and Son's been a dear friend for a very long time. She's here as a moderator and a gold member. Her link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But she is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She will allow and encourage more people to connect with each other during her live chats, whether they're in premieres or live streams. She's done a ton of live streaming. She's willing to hop in on other StreamYard panels. She invites a lot of people up in some random live streams on her own channel, and she's done an incredible interview series. I've been honored to be a part of that as an interviewee. She's got some familiar faces there. There's the How To Lady and Unstable TV, and a lot of other creators have been interviewed by Makeup Mom and Son. A story I haven't told in a while, but one that I love going back to, is the idea that this particular creator just started streaming about a year ago, and when they had their first live stream, I think it went on for 4.5 hours, and they were rated 3 times. So that gives you an idea of the kind of support that Makeup Mom and Son must be giving to other creators to be getting that kind of support back from so many other creators. So Makeup Mom and Son recently updated their banner as well, so they're being conscious about that. As you can see, they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there, and they're active on the other social networks, including Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok a lot lately. Now, when I look at Caden Plays It, This is another channel where Makeup Mom and Son is helping her son to build this channel up. They've got a couple of shorts here with delicious looking content, obviously, and then as well some gameplay videos and other things we can expect from this creator. So Caden Plays It right now has 31 subscribers, and we'd love to encourage this young creator by getting them a few more subscribers, getting them moving towards that first 100. We know the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all supporting each other and doing as much as we can for each other, then we will be everybody will be just fine hitting these different milestones and growing and expanding their channels. Annabelle TV, yeah, we're just barely overtime today. We're usually on for 2.5 hours, but we're just going a few extra minutes while all that fluff and stuff is setting up a live stream, and then we're going to go over and raid them. I'm going to spin the wheel right now. We'll see what is coming up with Mr. Boots and Bounty. Now, this particular creator I hadn't caught in a while. I caught them on a stream last night or the night before. Now, Mr. Boots and Bounty is always helping creators with their YouTube journey. And they always have a lively chat going on as well during the live streams where they're doing that. 302 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And I've just put my notification bell on for the next help desk video, the live stream that will come up. You can see that they do this frequently, and then there's more variety on this channel as well, shorts, videos, and live streams. I'm just going to hit their about page for a second. All types of things and lives from both on and off the homestead. Watch videos, make friends, get answers to questions, growing your channel on YouTube or other social media. So obviously this is a very supportive creator. They come to us from the homesteading community of channels. They've got a website there you can check out when you get here as well, and obviously active on the other social networks. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Ghostly Winds is another friend from Australia that's just coming into the house right now. I'm going to get their channel onto the wheel in a quick second because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Classy Cookery is going to come up. This is a longtime friend of Superchat, somebody who I've seen collaborate with other creators as well. And then thank you so much, Scratch and Pete PA, for letting me know that all that fluff and stuff is ready to go. I'm just going to get their link if I can. Classy Cookery is getting very close to 3,000 subscribers. Now, whenever we see somebody hit that milestone, I often say that there's much to be learned from these creators as well as entertained and inspired by. So I hope everybody will connect with Classy Cookery and see what I'm talking about. And they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships, of course. And I'm grabbing us a link for the raid we're going to go to. All that fluff and stuff is already on. Anybody can hop over there whenever you'd like. But I will set the live redirect for that in another moment, and I'll drop the link another couple of times. Life with Keela, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Pardon me, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Classy Cookery obviously is bringing us delicious looking content. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. I'm just going to take their latest video and make sure that I stay caught up with this creator by putting that in my catch-up list. Like I said, they're fully monetized, so you can support them in many ways when you get there. Yes, Annabelle TV. When we go as a group, it is a lot of fun. To support a creator in that way, like we all kind of go over and raid, but I end up putting the link up early just because some people like to go over early. And then scaled to the So that's an interesting concept, but you will find that creators here in TuberChat are intending on supporting regardless of content. So it's great that you might make new fans out of the viewers that will come to your channel, especially from the TuberChat family. But we have a lot of creators who support, you know, and literally not based on genre or category, if that makes sense. So you have to decide if TuberChat's something that you want for your channel. But my guess is that you might make fans out of not only your own music, but your particular style of music as well, you know, from people who hadn't already seen it. It's just a thought, but it's an idea. Panama City, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up, 344 subscribers. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I'm going to take their latest video. First time canning. Interesting. Actually, I wonder if I should take this. I'm going to take this video instead, the Farmer's Market Haul and Meal, just because I've watched many canning videos lately from a lot of creators, but I want to get an idea of what you're doing on your channel. The idea, of course, is that the more often that you're here, the more I put your channels you know, on the screen, eventually get to watch your content over weeks and months, and hopefully get to know the creators behind the channels as well, and then do a better job of promoting you every time you're here. But I'm still getting to know this channel, so I'm looking forward to watching that video and seeing what more you've got going on here. I'm just doing something here. If you'd like to see what I'm doing, so I've got another window here. Let me just pop it in here properly if I can. So I'm on today's live stream, and I'm just in not the details section on the computer where we edit the description and tags and all that stuff, but I'm in the customization section, and this is where we can do things like set the replays and things like that for the live chat, set on subscriber only mode, slow mode if we feel like we need it, add a trailer to your stream so that people have something to watch before your stream goes live, and then a redirect. So redirect, when you look at it, is basically what YouTube has taken from Twitch now, the idea of true rating. What I can do now is I can add the link for a video. Now, if I have something coming up like a premiere or a live stream, I can go directly into that. Otherwise, I can go and see who's live or who's got premieres coming up that I can raid, or I can drop in the URL of a specific video or live stream, and then that is going to be set. Now, what will happen is for everybody here in the chat right now that has their autoplay on and typically goes from video to video to video, you will be automatically sent into that live stream as soon as TuberChat ends in another 10 minutes or so. And for anybody that doesn't have autoplay on, you'll be presented with a screen that says, hey, we're all going over here. You can come with us if you'd like. Small Water Charters, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Nathan's Outback Fishing and Camping Adventures. Oh, never mind. Okay, forgive me. I'm reading the wrong chat now. I'm being silly. I'm reading the chat from the stream we're about to go into here. Forgive me while I play around with my windows here too, to show you what on earth I'm talking about. Okay, never mind. It doesn't want to work. We're getting back to more channels here. Scaled to Thee is coming up. They came to us from Georgia Peach Prepping. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. There's obviously a few people over there in All That Fluff and Stuff's live stream right now. So I'm going to drop the link for that another couple of times. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, my pleasure having your channel up. So Scaled to Thee, this is the creator that is talking to us about their music. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something over 10 minutes, so I'm going to take this original music video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Laughing with Michelle and Ian, I got you onto the wheel now. I know it's been a long time, but I got you on there. And Ghostly Wind, sorry, I thought I put you on when you first got here, but I must have not. I've got you on there now. Cabarar Gaming is another creator coming up, and I actually speak about Cabarar Gaming and Ghostly Winds a little bit in a similar manner. These are both gaming creators. They both do videos and live streams, but when they're live streaming, both of these creators have the ability to basically share their energy, their excitement, the fun that they're having with you while they play and keep up with the chat, which is really something to see. Now, I'm just going to put my notification bell on for Cabarar Gaming so that I can see that next Simpsons video. They've got 1,300 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that they're going to be thinking about. Cabarar Gaming is an incredibly supportive creator. They have been for a very long time here in Tuber Chat. I'm just going to take another video though and add that into my catch-up list as well. They've been posting frequently and I find myself falling behind. Now when we look at Cabarar Vlogs, we also see a second channel from this same creator where they are bringing us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials, and it's all from the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. This is a creator that supports on all of my channels, and the reason why I mention that is because I want you to understand what kind of support you're going to get back from them after you connect with them. So Cabarar Vlogs has 139 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel, and Ghostly Wins. It must have been today. Ghostly Wins is somebody who's very active on Twitter as well, and ironically they're actually going to come up right now, so we'll see what they've got going on. If there's anybody watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you on right away, but we've only got another couple of minutes. I'm going to drop the link again for our raid, and we're going to go over and see all that fluff and stuff who is streaming right now. And we've got Ghostly Winds up. So this particular creator, much in the same way that I described with Cabarar Gaming, as very energetic, and you feel that when you catch them on a live stream. Now they're doing a lot of videos as well, both of these creators are, and I'm just going to take the latest video, put it in my catch-up list as well. But I don't know what's with all the younger creators coming in today. There's the link for the raid we're going to go and see from all that fluff and stuff in another couple of moments. And then Tim Sweeney YT, good to see you here. We don't do any self-promotion here, so the moderators will knock out any messages that talk about visiting channels or streams or sharing things and stuff like that. But if you want to read our video description, you're welcome to see how we connect with other creators. And if you're the kind of creator that likes to support others, you'll find lots of friends and family members for your channel here willing to do the same thing. Ghostly Winds now is on the way towards 800 subscribers. Now with this particular channel, they bring us retro gaming between Sega, Nintendo, and things like that. It's always interesting to me because I grew up with this stuff, but they're still able to introduce me to games that I hadn't seen all the way along. And it's interesting to me. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And Ghostly Winds also has been a dear friend of Tuber Chat. They've been here in the Tuber Chat family for a very long time, but they are somebody who also is not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, but also, you know, you wonder when you have supporters on YouTube who are going to turn into friends, somebody who really has your back out there in the YouTube streets and, you know, really has other people's best interest at heart. And Ghostly Winds is a friend like that to me and has been for a long time, for which I'm grateful. So the reason I put a lot of focus on that is so that you can understand the kind of support to expect when you connect with them. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Just spinning the wheel. We're going to get Panama City up on the screen. I think these are going to have to be the last 2 channels that we look at. So let me get Panama City up here. I've dropped a link again for our raid. It's also pinned, or it meant to be pinned. I didn't pin it. And let me see if I can find it again. Let me just redo it. I'm ruining it. You're hearing me yell at myself while I make mistakes in the chat there. I'll get the link in a second. Oh dear goodness. There we go. Panama City's up here right now with just over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 they're going to be thinking about. Now, they're obviously fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them when we get there. Yvonne Fournier's Kitchen, thank you for coming in. You're just catching us at the very end of the live stream, but thank you for coming in. I am going to let this live stream run for an extra 3 minutes so that we can continue cleaning up our connections here. Panama City is an incredibly supportive creator. I've been lucky to catch them a few times lately on live streams and things like that. I'm just going to take this Charlene Heel video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can catch up a little bit. I know I caught you, like I thought it was just this week on a live stream, but maybe I'm mistaken. They're posting frequently. Look at this, many videos just today. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Panama City's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while here on TuberChat for many months, and they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when you get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm just spinning for fun, and we're going to look at Laughing with Michelle and Ian. This is going to be the last channel we're going to look at for today. We're way over time, but we are going to go and visit all that fluff and stuff for a live stream that they've got set up. They are another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter from Australia, and they're already live streaming. Laughing with Michelle and Ian is fairly new to TuberChat. I'm still getting to know these creators. I'm going to take another video from you, add it into my catch-up list. That will help give me something to watch and get to know your content a little bit better. And then over time, the idea is that as I get to know the channels and creators, I promote you better every time you're here. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. We're at 96 thumbs up. If you haven't already given one, I hope you will on the way out. Don't forget to give all that fluff and stuff a thumbs up on the way in. I know they'll appreciate it, and I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. We're back tomorrow a few hours earlier than today. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you over with all that fluff and stuff. Bye-bye.